What's up, everybody? Back with another day of showing you how I put together today's meal plan to make sure that I am hitting my calorie goals, my protein, carbs, and fats, and all that fun stuff. Do me a favor, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit the like button on it, maybe even the subscribe button while you're here. Like I said, I do these every day. My thought was, look, if I'm doing it myself, why not record it, post it on the good old YouTubes, and see if it helps somebody else build their own plan. So I'm going to go ahead and start my app. I'm using an app called My Macro Plus. It's on all the app stores. I can't remember if it's free or if it costs a couple bucks. Either way, worth it. So today was a little bit of a strange day. So normally I start my days and I have my eggs and I put my eggs in there and I do all my normal breakfast stuff and I do my staples, my pre-workout and my post-workout. I put all that in there already, and then I came across a little bit of a problem. Some days just don't go the way that you plan them out. It's part of being alive, I suppose, being a human being. I imagine it happens to animals too. But I didn't have breakfast. Work just got busy. And frankly, by the time that it got to be about 1 o'clock, I realized I hadn't even eaten anything yet. So even though my plan was already built this morning, I've had to redo it based off of current circumstances. Changes things up a little bit. So essentially what I did here is I took all the eggs and all that stuff out that I normally would do. I took the pre-workout, which I normally wouldn't do, but just kind of the way that the day worked, and I'll show you how I built this. So if I look at this, normally I have a 3-step plan, and this is how I built it this morning. My first step is I add in my staples. My staples are the few things that I know I am going to consume throughout the day. They're the non-questionable items, and for me it's my pre and my post-workout. The reason those are my staples is because they're the same thing every single day. Whether I'm working out or I'm not working out, I put these into my plan. Now, unfortunately, I took one of them out because, like I said, the day just kind of did what it had to do, did what it did, and I've had to adjust. So all I have left actually is my post-workout. I did not do my pre-workout. In fact, I just got done with my workout, and it's just not the way that the day went. So for my post-workout, what I've got here is my whey protein, but I upped the protein a little bit from 1 scoop to 1.5 scoops because I know without that other scoop from my pre-workout, I'm going to be short at some point. So I'm having to find other places to add some extra on. So I'm doing 1.5 scoops here of the whey protein isolate, and then my standard gummy bears for my post-workout. Actually, they're over there. I should have got them. My post-workout meal will get me a little bit of a carb spike for some energy there. So that's my first step, is I add in my staples. My second step is I ask myself, is there anything I'm craving? When you're trying to lose weight, trying to cut calories, you're eating less than you normally would, but you don't want to feel like you're going to lose your mind. Your sanity is important, is an important tool for staying motivated whenever you're going through this. And a part of the way you can do that is to make sure that you fit in your cravings where you can. Now, of course, cravings sometimes are higher calorie counts. They tend to be the garbage food and the junk food that we love to eat. So you have to be kind of careful. You can't just throw whatever you want in there, but throw what you want in there and then move it around. See if it ends up working once your plan's all said and done. In other words, treat yourself a little bit whenever you're doing these plans. So for me, whenever I woke up, I've really been on this kick lately of this one particular type of Blue Bunny ice cream. I think it's Blue Bunny. Blue Bunny double swirl strawberry. It's less calories than some of the other ice creams. It's not like it's a chocolate. And it's pretty good. I mean, I like it, and it seems to fit into my plan nicely. So I did that yesterday. I'm doing it again today, just 2 servings today. I have it down as a snack, so I made sure to get my daily craving in there. So my snack's in there, so my second step is done. Whether you do have a craving or don't, after you're done with step 2, you go to step 3, which is build your plans, basically from the beginning of the day, from the first time that you're going to eat to the end of the day. My breakfast ended up not being the breakfast I intended, which was the eggs, so I went with a wrap today. Very simple, very quick to make. Essentially throw one of these low-calorie wraps down, weigh some deli meat, good to go. So that's what I did here. There's some deli meat. That's the turkey. There's the wrap. I threw actually 13 pieces of pepperoni on there and threw it in the microwave. Wasn't delicious, but it wasn't horrible. Gave it a little bit of a zing. And then I put a little bit of fat-free sour cream. I keep saying sour cream. Fat-free Greek yogurt. It's plain yogurt, but it smells like sour cream. I love sour cream. I love the taste of sour cream. I love the smell of sour cream, but I don't like the macronutrient profile of sour cream. Greek yogurt, which works much better. For lunch, I basically turned around and did the exact same thing. I actually had a little bit of sliced corned beef, and you can see that on here from last week. I wanted to make sure to finish that off. So I did a little bit of corned beef. I did a little bit of the turkey again for another wrap. Did something kind of dumb. Not dumb, just didn't make a lot of sense. I got this bag for my kids of like super hot Doritos. I just took like 3 of them and put them onto my wrap. You ever do that, like with potato chips, and you put them on a sandwich for some reason? Doesn't really make the sandwich much better, but there's something nice about the crunch, and that's what I did. Threw 3 of those on there for 5 grams. Did a little bit of baked beans. That's the fat-free baked beans from Bush's, which is really good. Then I did a bag of protein chips here. These are like the Quest protein chips, and I like those because, as you can see here, 19 grams of protein, minimal carbs, minimal fat, so really nice, and it tastes basically just like potato chips, which is great. Okay, so for my dinner, I still have to do this meal. This is 8 ounces of turkey meatballs. These are meatballs that I make. I put them in, wad them up into a 1 ounce thing here, put some different seasonings on it, hot sauce, all sorts of stuff, make them nice and delicious. I'm doing a bag of the Uncle Ben's minute rice, and then I am doing a sweet potato. These are all, I try to do my heaviest carb meals after my workout, within a couple hours of my workout, and that's why I tend to do those more for dinner. So the rice and the sweet potatoes, that's why those are there. So even with all that being said, I did really well at making up for not having a lot of time to get on my my calories in today. It did leave me some room for some extra snacks here today, and there is the Hydro Whey. That's basically my pre-workout. I'm just doing it later as a snack later on tonight. I didn't have time to do it on my pre, so I moved it to my snack later on, so I'm still going to get my protein. I'm doing a fruit bar, which is one of those frozen fruit bar, real fruit, 0 protein, 0 fat, but 15 carbs, which is nice and cold. I like that. There's the ice cream, and then another bag of the potato chips. These are the Quest protein chips. Luckily, they have 3 different flavors, so I don't feel like I'm just eating the same flavor over and over and over again. You know, and the whey protein here is interesting because this is another example of how flexible these plans are on any given day. You just have to just make your numbers work. It doesn't matter if you do it for lunch or dinner or whatever, or if you have to move pieces around. Sometimes life just does what it does, and sometimes you got to bend yourself to the will of the universe at times. So if we look at the numbers at the top, these look great. I'm 171 calories remaining. That's underneath my target of 2,700 calories, which is my target for cutting weight. So I can lose weight if I hit 2,700, and I want to be just under that a little bit. I don't want to be too far under because I don't want to start burning up a bunch of muscle. So 171 calories under that, that's fine. I just don't want to be more than like 300 under. The macronutrients at the top, the protein is the most that I went over actually a little bit on that, which is perfect. My carbs, my fat, I used up quite a bit of those. Those look good. This is a good meal plan. It's kind of weird how it worked out, but I thought I was going to be screwed, and turns out the only thing that's going to be screwed is my stomach because it's going to be so full. So anyways, that's it. You know, these meal plans, they're easy to do once you get used to doing them. You know, once you get your food added in that you eat pretty consistently, you'll go from taking 15 or 20 minutes to build one of these to 2 minutes once you're all done with it. So that's how it works out. It's a puzzle every single day. There's no wrong way to do it. Well, I shouldn't say that. Just do it, get started, even if it's not perfect at first. It's never going to be perfect, but just get better. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. Again, if this was helpful, please hit the like, maybe even the subscribe button. We'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Peace out.